We will stand up anyway now. Because you all had lunch, right? And you're allowed a bit relaxed and chilled and so on. And that's not good. We have to change this. We need energy. So everybody, please stand up. Come to the middle. We have to put the chairs aside. We'll do a little energizer. Some of you who work with me might know this already, I know. It's called the Danish clapping game. We have some people from Denmark here also, right? Can everybody from Denmark raise their hand? Do you know the Danish clapping game? No? Okay, yeah, it's probably just a stupid made-up name. It's quite simple. You have to find you have to find a partner, basically. Start with finding a partner. Somebody you don't know yet. Everybody has a partner? Yeah? Okay. Need your attention again? Who wants to practice with me? Yeah, you. Okay, the Danish clapping game, it's quite easy. There's 3 main movements. You can go to the left, you can go to the right, and you can go to the top. The challenge is, as soon as we mirror, we're supposed to clap.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay. So then there's one move in between. You're not supposed to mirror me.
Ah.
You just do it randomly, and as soon as we accidentally mirror, then we have to clap. Okay? Understood?
Okay.
But you always clap your...
Yeah, there's always a step in between where you clap on your knees.
Knees direction.
Exactly.
Okay.
And as soon as we mirror, the next time we have to clap. Okay?
Okay.
Let's try a first round. Okay. Ja, macht ja keiner mit, da könnt ihr auch weitermachen. Ja, wir hören gleich auf. Okay. Well done. They cannot get enough. Okay. We have 2 volunteers who want to present.
Why?
Yeah, you didn't stop, so. Faster! Everybody warm? Yeah? Great, we have energy in the room. So I will tell you now, I will try to be faster than last time. Last time I talked about half an hour or something, and this time I try to do it a bit faster. A bit about prototyping, why we do it, how we do it, and then we will get it hands-on and start to build our first prototype. We'll have 1 hour for this, not more. And then, as Alexander said, we will go outside and test the prototype. As it's very cold today, we might not stay outside, but I will point you to some places where you can find people usually inside, like the Wissenschaftspark or the Uni Mensa, stuff like this. because it's very cold. Prototyping. All of this can be used to prototype, or can be prototyping. You can use cardboard. You can, I don't know, you can play out something like in a circus. You can draw something. There's a lot of different ways to prototype. I personally love prototyping. Because prototyping is always, you cannot do anything wrong. You can only be right, and you usually have a lot of fun. It's not like boring meetings where everybody's in the way. That's okay. It's nearly the same talk as last year, so only faster.
We didn't have you last year, so.
You had. It was for the smart city. Anyway, so why do we prototype? You have any ideas?
So we don't waste our time on a product that we think is great, but actually isn't great.
Yeah, that's one reason. Very good, yeah.
To refine ideas.
Refining ideas, yes. Testing, yeah.
To get a common understanding.
Yeah. Great. Why am I here? You know everything. I think most of it you already said. One part maybe sell your idea. Because usually you're not in the situation to work on your idea for some months, some years, without anybody buying your idea or buying your product. So you have early on, you have to start to sell your idea. You have to talk to people, to potential customers, tell them about your idea and see how they react. Do they like it? Do they probably even invest in you or already sign up for something? And also, as you already pointed out, you can learn, right? You learn more about the problem you want to solve. You will learn more about the challenge. How do we do it? As I said, there's a lot of different ways. We have some materials here. There's also the Fab Lab over there, which is open and can be used today. There's also you, right? You can be a prototype. You can act out something. You can act out a service, like Matthias said, for example. They just put out a number, and somebody wrote them, and they answered on their phone, basically. So that's possible. Like, it's already there. There's some, let's say, rules or some things we should have in mind. We don't want anything perfect. I think Alexander said this in the morning, you will never be done. It will never be perfect. But don't go for perfect. Go for low effort, high outcome. Yeah. So try to visualize something and talk to people. Also, very important, kill your darlings. Some of you are here with their ideas already. They might be very, say, set in stone, and you already have a very concrete idea how it should be and so on. And reality is that might not work. So you have to change a bit. And that's also a format and the point in time where you can just kill your darling and just start over because you just invested, I don't know, 2 hours or something and not 5 years. And as you pointed out, have fun. That's very important. Because in your team, the dynamic is very important. If you have fun, you will be way more successful in a way. And also the people you're talking to. If you're energetic, if you have fun with this, if you like what you're doing, they are more open to talk to you. There you can find some rules on the wall, actually. They're still here. I was super happy to see this because I don't have to print them again then. There's some, I don't know, some of you might be familiar with design thinking or similar methods, mindsets. First of all, we want to think user-centric, so put yourself into the view or the persona of the user. Then there's, we called it, we are all designers. So I think everybody of you knows at least a person who says, oh, I cannot draw. I'm not creative. Maybe some of you are even this person themselves and think of themselves like this. That's not true. We are all creative. We were all creative. Some of us got less creative maybe because of school and work and university and whatnot. But it's in you, and just trust yourself and just have the, let's say, have the guts to be creative. Work visual, because that's way easier to understand for other people. Work together, so co-designing, while doing while working together, it's way easier for everybody if you try to speak one at a time. Because if you have 4 people and all of them have great ideas and everybody is telling them at the same time, everything is gone. Nobody will hear you. So try to give each other space. Also a very nice one, defer judgment. I think also everybody knows people who say, yes, but. You've heard this before? Yeah? Try yes and. Add up to each other and don't say why something is not working and that will never work and so on. That's not the point of time. This can happen later, but right now we want to be positive, we want to build on each other, so we try to yes and. As I said, don't hesitate to start again, and very important, time boxing. A lot of people think, oh, but I need at least 5 days or 3 months to build something perfect and so on, like Harm said in the morning. We plan 3 months for the platform and so on. And in the end, their Facebook group took them maybe 10 minutes or something. So challenge yourself, put time pressure on yourself. We will have today 1 hour for the first prototype, and I will promise you everybody will have a first prototype and will learn from it. I already talked a bit about this. What do we do? We have different materials, there's different ways of prototyping. I can act out something, I can even like the chat chopper, I would not even need a WhatsApp number for this. I can be the WhatsApp number, so I can be the chat. Matthias could approach me and say, hey, I would like to buy a skirt, and I can say, oh wait, I have a skirt in mind or something. So you can play stuff, you can draw stuff, you can do paper prototypes. Here you have the possibility to even do some 3D printing, laser cutting, all these kind of things in the Fab Lab over there, which is, I think, already open, right? Yeah? If you don't know the way there, just ask. We will bring you there. Yeah. Also, there will be, I think, tomorrow or the day after, some more input talks on prototyping for software, so more software prototyping. And also on, I think, on the Fab Lab again. I just put together some pictures of prototypes I saw in my work. This one, it's hard to see, unfortunately. This one, for example, was from the prototyping week Smart City a few months ago. This picture was taken exactly over there. And the 3 girls, they produced their own, alternative milk for soy milk. So they used Hanf to make this drink. And they basically what they did, they produced it here and then they went out, asked people how they like it, how do you like it with coffee and so on, and learned a lot about this. As you can see, you can use all kinds of things. You can build up your own. As you can see here, this was kind of a store that was built up. You can use little models to tell a story. There's endless possibilities for prototyping. So, once you got your prototype, we're done? No. The prototype is great, but in most cases, only the prototype doesn't really help you because you need people to validate it. You need people to learn it, to test it. There might be some cases where you don't need people to test it. That's if you really want to test the technical feasibility of something. But for most cases or most things, this comes after you test it if there's really a problem, if there's really something people are in need of. So again, why do we prototype? To avoid things like this. Or like this. And also you can, if you share your prototype with people, you will, I'm promising you, you will discover new ways people use your product. People will come up with ways you never thought of about your product. For example, this year, it was something I found very funny. So, but I'm pretty sure the initial idea of this product was not to stick it on your belly for whatever reason. But so people people usually get also creative with your product, and they will use it the way they think it should be used or the way it helps them. And you can learn again from this, right? As I said, at some point we want to test it. For testing, there's one thing is very important. I hope you can read this. This goes back to what I said in the beginning. You want honest feedback, but not the Mr. Burns kind of way where you say, do you like it? Yes, I like it. So, for example, of course you can ask your parents or your spouse or friends or whatever, but also ask people who don't know you, probably who don't like you. That's even better, because they will tell you kind of honestly what they think about your product. And also don't ask them, I prepared some principles or some guidelines. Don't ask them leading questions. Don't ask them, do you think this is very useful? Yes. Okay, we're done. Ask them, what do you think about it? Would this help you in your blah, blah, blah? Try to make them tell a story. Also very helpful, and this is also why we're here, practice. If you've done this a few times, it will be way easier for you to approach people, talk to them, be open, and let them do the testing and not you do the testing. The usual why, go for the why, asking why, to go deeper. And also what's happening very often is you will encounter questions. People will sit in front of your prototype and say, what am I supposed to do now? You can say now, yeah, you're supposed to click here. Again, that doesn't help you. So you ask the question back. What do you think you're supposed to do? So just play the ball back. I will prepare these as a printout also later on for the testing phase. Yeah. There's also some other ways how you can capture findings. I think for this level that's not really needed, but that's another tool I wanted to quickly share, which is called the testing and the learning card, where you can basically put down your assumptions and then test again against your assumptions. If you want to learn more about these afterwards, feel free to approach me. I can share a bit of my experience working with these. But I think for today, they are not too helpful because we're not in that deep level. And I'm supposed to be done. I'm nearly done. Yeah.